If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon.
Let's go.
Stealth mode.
Stealth mode.
Okay. So, we last left off as the heroes were setting up their camp for the evening. They saw one of the. They saw the woman from the old woman with a wheelbarrow type thing or cart return home from the village of Brovia.
Yes.
I'm stealthing.
And then Eve decided to stealth.
I'm still.
And Freckles attempted to do so, but was useless.
Thanks. I should have
That's
done my like illusion and just pretend to be a rock or something.
Yeah, you could pretend to be a rock.
Yeah, pretend to be a rock now. Do it.
It only
Okay,
lasts
I'll
an
do my
hour.
cantrip and I'm hiding behind a rock.
It only lasts for about 6 hours, minor illusion. So actually that would work. You could cast the illusion of a rock around you, actually works.
I'm a rock.
The advantage is being small, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh, like a rock.
Okay, can you both give me perception checks, please?
What, me too?
Yes,
both
that's what I said to
alive.
both of you.
And then... what did I roll? Oh, 12.
Is that skills?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I don't have perception. Oh, I got 10.
Okay.
But I'm stealthy.
Okay. So, how long is your? How long are you doing watches for?
A couple of
Yeah, about like
About 4 hours.
about 4 hours each.
So that's only. Well, you only need two watches then.
Like Sam.
Okay.
Well, no, because the other two, so they would need 8. You need 8 hours sleep to have a long rest.
Right.
If someone does a 4-hour watch, it splits up into 3 watches then.
Yeah, because you didn't. Wait? No, it doesn't. It's split up to 2. 4
No,
and 4,
because
which is 8.
Yeah, but those who are awake for the first watch get no sleep. They get 4 hours sleep. That's not a long rest.
Those that are
They
awake for the
need-
second watch get 4 hours of sleep as well.
Yeah, you need 3 watches for everyone to get 8 hours sleep.
I don't fucking know.
2 hours apiece.
Oh, do 2 hours apiece then. Yeah. Okay, do it that way.
Right,
I've
we're
always done this
watching for
for-
12 hours altogether. There you go.
Yeah, we could just have
Right, do
shorter
it.
watches.
2 hours apiece then.
2 hours
Well, that
apiece, and then
Okay,
they were
how
just going
it
to be
works
awake
out.
for 2 of them.
So for most of your evening, you don't hear a sound. Maybe apart from the sound of crickets in the background, you don't really hear anything, and the occasional wolf howl
Woo!
seems to be getting closer as the night progresses.
Did we do a fire?
Did we have a fire? I thought we fought against fire.
I acquiesced and said, let's have a fire.
Yeah, we did a fire.
What, with the baby teeth?
No, outside of the circle.
Outside the circle, we decided to start
I
a fire.
think we are. Yeah, I think we're on the map. We are between the circle and that southwestern ridge, basically,
Okay.
Okay.
kind of where we're camped.
So, so nothing happens at all.
Okay. So then do we wake up normally or what?
Next shift, or what's going on?
Just need to do something. Can you just bear with me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always will.
So Arius, do you fancy narrating?
I'm asleep. You can ask my sleeping body, sure.
Can
But
I
no,
talk? Can I talk to Freckle? Hey Freckle.
No.
Hey,
Hey,
baby.
Hey
The rock, is,
Freckle.
the rock speaks back.
The
hey,
rock.
Hey, feet wreck. What's up?
Oh,
Hey,
the
let's arm
rock.
wrestle. Let's arm wrestle to see if you've got
Do we? Let's go. What do we roll for arm wrestle? Who wins?
Strength
just-
check.
Athletics.
Should we just do a
Athletics,
strength
isn't it?
one?
Strength check. Yeah.
Athletics or strength?
Whatever you agree on.
I go
All right. So
yeah,
should we do
strength?
strength then? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Where's
I got 16.
Oh, okay.
That's a save.
You don't have a
You want
plus
normal.
5?
I did strength.
That's
I
a
do have
save
plus
you did.
5.
Yeah, you
That's
did a
save.
save. You want normal.
Normal.
Well, just
Yeah.
just
Nine.
minus like 2 from that.
There you go.
Yeah.
9.
9. There you go.
Unless you want to take 14. It's up to you.
Freckle
Wait
roll.
now. All right,
I thought I rolled it. Didn't it roll?
No.
No perception.
Make sure it rolls it in the obviously the chat box.
Ability.
It looked like it did. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I think I know.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
I just did
athletics.
athletics because it is based off strength, so it's like why?
Yeah.
Eve does win basically.
I win the arm wrestle. There you go. Fuck you.
But you're both out of breath.
But I'm really out of breath, but I won overall.
Yeah, we were doing
Okay,
so
so-
good at watch.
Okay, so yeah, so nothing happens during Freckles or Eve's watch. the
Music's
first
just
watch.
different. Yeah.
So,
Right. So we go to sleep then, yeah?
well, first you need to wake up the other two.
All right.
Arius and Naroon.
Arius and Naroon. Come on. I love you and I need you.
I imagine
Yeah.
Alice actually wakes up to
Love
Eve
you.
over him singing
I
that.
do. And
Wakes
no
up,
matter
stares at her.
what you do,
She's doing that
I
head
really
shit.
love you.
She's got both her swords drawn and she's going like
When I'm
this.
with my boo, I go crazy over you.
Just Alice peeks open a pupilless eye and stares at Eve singing.
Oh my god.
Can't
Get the
do
fuck
Eve.
up! I want to go to bed.
Go and sleep and stop singing then, Eve.
Even when I'm with my boo, going crazy.
God's give me
Okay.
strength to deal with that woman.
Always.
Alice will take watch.
That'd be the first PC death.
Arius,
Alice,
yep, sorry, Naroon is still sleeping until someone wakes him up.
I'll just kick Naroon awake. Oh, kick.
Kisses him awake.
Okay,
Fine,
can you
I'll get my
both give me?
first.
Can you both give me perception checks, please?
Yep. Perception, that one. 21.
Also 21.
Kiss each other awake.
Okay, what are you two doing during this time?
I'm keeping an eye on Vasile.
He's like leaning against the wall, and his eyes are open, but he looks asleep.
Fucking creepy.
Arius is sat.
What?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh,
Arius is
okay.
sat to one side, keeping Vasile in the corner of his eye, but his most of his focus is on Vasile one corner and Arena the other corner of his eye, but he's doing a more general watch, I suppose, the surrounding land, looking for anything approaching,
Okay.
and he's like pacing around, so he's looking around basically.
Some point, Naroon idly starts using his quarterstaff and draws something out in the ground. Just like you start to, if anyone's paying attention or looks when the morning will rise, they'll see what looks like the plans of some very tightly packed area, and a couple of drawings of like lines leading from one place to another, and then it's just been crossed out in its entirety at the end.
Okay. So you spot thunder on the horizon. Oh, well, you hear thunder and you can see the sky being lit up by lightning.
Is that what you call a lightning storm?
I forget you had your life underground. Yes, that would be indeed what you call a lightning, thunder storm. Either word is applicable.
I do not like it.
Trust me, very few people do, especially when you are out at sea. It can be great risk. I would not advise it. Stick to land when near them, and well, hope it's not a severely bad one.
And the storm draws closer, and as it gets closer to your end of your shift, it starts spitting, and then the spitting just turns into a downpour.
Might want to be careful. This might put out the fire.
True. Avis is just holding out a hand and just staring at it.
Okay.
After a few seconds of silence, just... And though it is odd, before I died, the smaller drops would always evaporate. Always steam a little bit. This is odd, being so cold.
I would ask you what happened, but I
Die.
don't. What happened beyond that?
I know
But-
not. All I know is I saw a horde of demons. Expected to be honest with you, I am not a paragon by any means of that word. I was torn apart by them. And then a voice. And then I woke. Cold where previously I was warm. It is unnatural. Weird. Uncomfortable. Just constantly like flexing his hand and staring at it. At this like complete
His
change of
muscles. Oh my god.
no, at his hand. This complete change of like who he once was. His whole obviously being shifted by his death. It's just keep watch of the fire when we do. When the other two wake. It might be best to keep it around. Dry ourselves come morning. And keep an eye out. Just eyes momentarily darting to Vasil.
Everyone quietly nods.
And watch the ravens.
Don't know why there is
Trust in their
ravens. There
eyes.
shouldn't be any ravens, but I can't stop them.
Okay, never mind then. Take that back.
Bang, fuck, I'm dead.
Just someone said.
You ever seen the movie The Crow? When the bad guy at the end of the movie, he shoots the crow. And he's like, let me give you a little impression. Caw, 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 bang, fuck, I'm dead. One of the best bad guy lines in movie history.
Arius will just keep watch after that point until his watch comes to an end.
Okay, yet again, nothing happens.
We hit the third one then, yeah?
You hit the third one.
So, or was
Arius-
it Nathan?
It's
Ar-
Ark
Arius-
and
Ar-
Garrett.
Ark and Garrett.
Arius will draw closer to Garrett and, not trusting that he won't swing out to an attack if he's rudely awakened, will try and gently wake Garrett.
With a kiss
that
on the
guy?
lips.
What's up? What?
Your watch. Your turn.
Alright. Alright, I'm up. Alright, I'm up.
You get Dark up. Negron will be joining you.
You want me to get Ark up?
It's pissing down with rain as well.
Yeah. Great, my armor's
Like you
gonna
kick him
rust.
awake. I can kick him awake if you want, unless you.
I'll
want to
get him awake.
up.
I'll get him awake. Go to your rack.
Suppose you didn't
I'll
use
go
the
over
tent.
Yeah, I know. Well, I expect it, but I don't have to use it now because I'm awake. I got my.
Do we have a tent? What's going on?
I've got a tent.
And you didn't put it up. You fuck.
It's my fucking tent. I didn't think it was gonna rain. You didn't put it
At least
out.
we'll
Yeah,
go
so you
sleep.
guys can sleep in it? I don't think so.
Arius will go and sleep.
Good luck with that.
Well,
Hey, Ark. And I'll go wake Ark up. It's our shift, man.
You're muted. Jesse.
You muted.
Jesse.
I had
You
the
still-
fan on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to drown you guys out with the fan. Sorry. But,
You're,
yeah. I know. I don't want to get up. But I will.
Come on, man. It's piss and rain. It's not like you have a choice anyway. We'll set my tent up later. Don't worry about it.
Are you drinking your alchemist fire again?
No.
He's an alcoholic.
Keeps him warm at night.
I used my minor magics to get my tent rolled up really quick, dried off, put back.
Have you got a tent?
Yeah, I do.
Just leave it up.
Why? We're the last watch. After this, everybody's up and let's go.
There's one. Isn't there another watch?
There's more watches. There's only 2-hour shifts.
Yes.
Oh well, fuck. All
We're
right.
on a
well,
six.
I said.
Yeah,
Six
but
hour?
I said 4 hours.
it's only been 4 hours.
oh, fuck. Okay.
it's two more watches after this. So there's one more watch after this.
I get up and I guess I keep watch.
Cool. I already rolled my perception skill, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna have my sword drawn, and I'm gonna have a shield, my shield out as well with a torch in my hand. I'm basically just gonna kind of, well, not a torch, but a burning stick or whatever from the fire. And I'm basically gonna troop the outer perimeter of where everyone's sleeping.
Okay. And Ark, I need you, if you're going to keep watch, you need to give me a perception check as well. Okay. Okay. So how many shifts are you doing then?
Is it
There's
12
one
or
more
8?
shift. I have one more shift to do because being an elf, I only need 4 hours.
Okay.
I don't know who's joining me.
So are we doing 12 or 8?
I will. I can
8.
join you.
Yeah, it's 8 hours. We're doing an 8-hour rest, but we've divided it into 4 2-hour shifts.
Okay.
I'll do the last shift with you.
Okay. Nothing apart from the rain starting to subside. Nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. Apart from the sound of wolves getting ever closer.
Is Irina still?
Asleep.
Still
She
there?
can take a watch.
She's still asleep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll wake Naroon up.
I think Naroon's already awake, right? Because he did
Yeah,
the last shift.
Trance thing.
Well, yeah, I will go into my trance for the next 2 hours whilst Garrett and Ark are doing it, and then by the time Garrett comes, I open my eyes and look up, and in the darkness you just see 2 bright lilac eyes stare up at you and go, "Very well."
Okay.
I
Arkan,
take a deep sniff of Naroon. I want to know if he smells like the Underdark
me?
or something. No, I'm just
It
curious.
smells like dark earth.
Your turn now.
I guess he at the moment smells of rain.
Rain.
Okay.
As soon as you get close enough to sniff, you do 1 sniff, and then you feel a quarterstaff gently pressing by your neck.
I just wanted to smell. No biggie. Just curious. Never
Even
met
the
a drow.
matriarchs practice consent.
I'm going to bed. I get in my tent and I crawl up and go to bed. Yeah.
There's a better than average chance he's high.
Who?
That's what I say to Naroon. That's what Garrett says to Naroon.
I wouldn't be surprised. You humans intrigue me.
Yeah, well, we all have coping mechanisms.
Why you all
Okay.
insist on coming to my lands, I do not know.
Do you want to give me both perception checks, please?
Yeah, 'cause that's my strongest skill.
Perception. Another one?
That's
That's it.
great.
Jeez, I didn't need to
Ark's
go in
asleep,
there.
so
Okay.
Yeah.
we need to.
Ha! fuck.
Oh, almost a 20.
Okay.
You know what I see?
I am
see
still
rain,
keeping-
Naroon.
Yes.
Fucking raining.
I
Okay,
should
cool.
be keeping an eye on Vasily, but because of Ark, I'm keeping an eye on him to make sure that he doesn't try and sniff me again.
You know, if we'd assaulted the windmill already, we could have had a dry place.
Has that
Yeah.
Shintara put up a tent?
And then we would have.
Yeah, I've got a tent. I just didn't put it up because I didn't think.
No,
we'd
I'm
need
talking
it.
about Ark, who has set up a tent.
Yeah, he did. He's still in his tent. Yeah, it's smart.
Oh,
Did say
I am so
Emily's
tempted
gone.
to-
Oh
What?
no.
dear.
Oh no.
Oh, at least she's smiling.
I'm so
Yes,
tempted.
she's smiling.
well, I'm going to
I
move
am
over
so
to the map.
tempted to go set that tent on fire.
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Why are
yes,
you
you're
gonna?
right.
She
But
gone.
everybody's got issues.
I don't know.
We
I
were
thought you might
doing
have
really.
some,
I think we were doing really well. I mean, so far we just had James. Was too loud, which is like whatever.
Yeah. So are we taking a break for a moment, or are we just kind of waiting for Emily to get back?
No,
or...
just going to keep going.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I've moved over to the map page, so the cameras aren't fucked up because there is no cameras on this page.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So I don't know. How do you feel about assaulting this windmill?
No,
Not
You're
wait.
I want to get rid of this lady
I'm
first.
I'm asking Naroon.
Oh, sorry.
It is an idea, certainly. But
I mean, there's stuff in there.
it is.
There's bound to be.
I do not have much knowledge of hags. That was not something we had to worry about in the Underdark.
Well, there's not much you got to know about. Just that they're resistant. They're tough. Although what worries me is that there's 3 of them there.
Yep.
And then that might be a
Easy
coven.
Yep.
Jesse,
You know,
you're asleep.
He's sleep talking. He's talking.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Coven. Yep.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. The wizard freaks me out. No, yeah, it might be a coven, which we'd have to lure. So we either throw torches at the thing and just light the whole thing on fire, and get them as they come out, or we have to enter in such a way as to separate them, basically, to draw them out. As much as I want to take care of this right now, it might be better if we try to get some more information about the history of the from the local
Yes.
townspeople in Veliki before we go.
I think that is a better alternative.
I think it needs to be. I want to deal with it now, but I also probably should.
It
get
just
some more
wouldn't be that
information.
smart.
It hasn't been dealt with yet, and this place has been. You know what I mean?
This
I don't
is
know,
not
you know,
a-
And the lady sells human pies. There's something depraved about something that will chop citizens up and then sell it back to the rest of the townsfolk for more money.
That is not the matriarch heard anyone doing that, whether it be male or female or non-binary. You can be rest assured they would be the first ones to exact justice. And you do not want to see Underdark justice.
Yeah, it's bleak, man.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
lived
bleaker
there
than
my
this
entire
rainstorm.
And like I said, eventually the rain departs.
So I don't think unless something happens, we're just gonna patrol. and
Nothing
shoot the
happens,
shit
and you
until
slowly
we wake
see
everybody up.
the light rising up across the horizon, and an eerie mist sort of billows across the landscape.
All right, we're gonna wake everybody up then.
I make a beeline towards Irina first
Okay.
to see that she's still there. More than
Yeah, she's
anything
still
else.
there.
I'm gonna wake up Freckle,
Okay.
then
And while
Arius,
Freckle is
Arius,
awake.
and then Ark.
Um,
Nothing
whilst-
happened.
Do you wake Ark up by like pulling the pegs out and letting the tent fall down on top of him?
No. I reached
Oh.
in and I grabbed one of his toes.
That freaks me out probably even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I did grab his big toe and wiggle it.
Ah! The fuck?
As I wake, is Irina still there? First of all,
Yes.
I lightly, I do the thing of how the matriarchs taught us to wake them up as a male, which is to say that I immediately do the monk crouch so that I'm sitting on my knees, and then I gently tap her on the shoulder
Okay.
to see if she wakes up. Does she?
Yes.
And then I say to her, "You will." It has just occurred to me that I forgot to give you something before we left Barovia.
Oh, what is that?
I pull out the letter that I had read, and I say, "It appears that during our journey, perhaps when I threw my bag actually, no, I'm not going to bullshit her. I'm going to tell them the truth. You will forgive me, but considering the fact that you are a target for the devil, and this came from an agent of the devil, I took the precaution of reading this. You may punish me as you see fit."
So she looks a bit annoyed that you waited this long to give her. She's like, you could have given me this letter sooner.
I wanted to be as far away from Ravenloft Castle as possible, and I
Wow.
didn't want to give this to you directly, in case all our work was for nothing.
Okay, she reads it, screws it up and just chucks it on the fire.
I offer her my quarterstaff, and I turn my back to her, and I say, "You may punish me as you see fit."
Oh.
Not
She's-
like that!
It's the second time
this
you've
is-
asked for some masochistic.
This is a drow thing. There's no kinkiness in it.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is we lost Emily again.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this is a
more-
drow thing. This is the drow. This is me as a guy being a second. This is me being a second-class citizen to matriarchs.
Hold on.
Think of pain do you think she...
She's like, well, I don't really do that. You just need to, you need to make sure you give me my, if there's a letter addressed to me, you need to give it to me. Maybe not read it.
Then you are not. I see. Forgive me. It is my people's custom that if the matriarch is disappointed, we are to immediately present ourselves for the adequate punishment as they see fit.
She's very, very confused by all of this.
In
She
most
looks
of the-
over. She looks over at. Well, she'd look over at Eve, but Eve isn't here at the moment. So she looks over at Garrett with her like one eyebrow raised, going,
I'll come over and that's okay. He's genuinely sincere and remorseful about doing that. That's all. He comes from a place with steep consequences for actions like that.
She's like, well, Naroon, there's no need to take punishment for this. Just don't do it again.
Thank you. You are very kind. May I please have my quarterstaff back?
She said, I thought you gave it to me.
That was to enact the punishment.
All right, now that's just getting weird. And Garrett says that in character. That's just getting weird, man. Come on.
She gives it back to you.
Thank you.
While all of that was happening,
She says, she whispers in that, it's a bit weird.
Spareth the rod.
so while all that was happening, Arius is going to approach Freckle.
Yes.
Just, I was wondering if I could just have a momentary word with you, Freckle.
Oh yes. What did
Okay.
you want to talk to me about?
I had a thought during the night. I assume you're so cautious, shall we say, about the windmill because of your previous experience with the hags, yes?
Yes.
Well, I did swear to you that if there was any way I could help you with finding that cure, I would speak up about it. It occurred to me that, well, maybe in that windmill there might be an avenue of understanding the influence of the hags, a way to see what powers they have and how to unravel them.
You did have a good point, Dale. Perhaps we should possibly go in prepared though, because
Yes.
hags are very, very hard. They are strong. With
I did not mean that we should just charge in. By all means, and certainly we need to get to Valeki first. I thought I'd give you a point of confidence, shall we say, in regards to the hags in the windmill. Yes, you have bad experience with them, but this experience might be a way to unravel the previous.
I must, you are correct. I must put my fear aside and do what I need, what is best for my village.
Arius is going to smile, a slightly fang-filled smile. Not that he can help it because he just has fangs. And just, or very pointed incisors, I should say. And just rests his hand on Freckle's shoulder. You are very, very brave, Freckle. Do not let that flame be killed off.
Okay, I will try not to. What is with your pointy teeth?
I'm smiling.
Ah, okay. Very nice.
She's not really
Right.
more than
Emily, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened with my internet. It just like fucking dropped out. But I'm back. I can hear everyone. It's all good now.
I think Cam might have been receiving a fax that took up your bandwidth.
That was it.
There it is.
I had like 6 chances to say it. I just chose now.
Fucker.
Okay.
But I can hear
So-
everyone. I can see everyone. Everything's good.
So, what do people want to do? It seems like you want to go.
What did I miss anything before we carry on?
Yeah, there
think
was
they're-
a
I
there
think
was a
they're planning on-
conversation. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. Go.
There's a conversation between Garrett and Naroon about assaulting and taking out the windmill and the hags. But we're
Okay.
worried that it might be a coven of hags, which means they're more powerful together.
Yeah.
So we should, whatever we decide to do, we need to figure out a way to do it in order to separate them, so that we're not fighting all 3 of them at once. But
The rest of the watch then pass peacefully. We had Nehruin approach Arena, hand over the letter that he'd taken, if you remember, and then offer himself up for punishment because that was the custom of the Drow. Is as a second-class citizen, he would be expected to be punished. Irena was weirded out by that, and then we just had Arius and Feckle talking. That's what he missed. So just some RP conversation, mainly.
Okay. So we're carrying on, or we're going back to the mill?
No, we're carrying on to Valaki. We need we'll try to get a little bit more information about see if anybody in Valaki knows any history of the mill or whatever. You know, anything that can. Also, if you're good at something, never do it for free. maybe there's a reward for getting rid of that. So yeah, we'll see.
Also, Arius is going to drop back to Eve and just say, "Is my smile that creepy?"
Yes.
Was confused by it. Is it really that bad? My smile, is it really that bad?
I kind of find it charming. I kind of like it, like a little cat. Like
You asked what my expression. I do not get you.
No, I
humans
think
and gnomes
I think
and-
it's a little Arius. I think it's a little off-putting just when you flash those chompers, and every time you smile, your tail just kind of flicks in the background.
Yeah.
I cannot help it.
Like
It is
a
a
cat.
sign of happiness. It is a sign of happiness, and I have. And it just shows his teeth, and they're all like pointed and sharp. And I have teeth for meat. It is.
He's like
It's okay.
a
It's just it's
for me.
it's not bad. It's just different. That's all.
That's what Feckle likes to.
It's extra.
Yes, I am a carnivore, Feckle. I can only eat meat.
Oh, that's
That is why the teeth.
So he's not vegan.
I hope you can get this meat humanely.
Of course I do.
Kill them with as little pain as possible. You
Oh
must.
yes, no. More often than not, I go hunting myself and will stock my larder with dried meats. I make sure their deaths are ready, very quick and unseen.
I have heard that cats are also carnivores, so you are basically a cat.
Oh, he's a
His tail
pussy. Is that what you're saying?
I was just,
I meant like he's like a little kid. He's a
I was
little-
just tail
That's
just
not what he's
snaps.
saying.
Arius' tail like kind of snaps through the air behind him, flicks agitatedly, almost like a cat behind him. I am not a cat. Why do people always insist I'm a cat? I mean, I'm not. And just walks off mumbling to himself.
He's a cat.
He's a pussy.
But this is
No,
the new thing.
To be fair, you have proven that you have multiple lives. Never jests.
Just over his shoulder. I am not a cat.
As he's on mic too.
Forgive me, Arius. I couldn't resist.
Okay. Has anyone else got any? Does anyone wake up? Vistel, whatever his name is, Valley.
Vasily.
Vasily?
Yeah,
Vasily?
I'll wake him up.
His eyes are open, by the way, when you approach. He seems
Yeah,
to
it's
be
creepy.
asleep. With
That's
his
not
eyes
weird.
open.
I'm like right in front of him, like
You right, mate?
Vasily. I kind of shake his shoulder a little bit.
He sort of blinks awake. Oh,
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
oh, and my eyes are really dry.
Gee, I wonder
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, you should probably get that checked out.
Visine.
They've been open the whole night. All right. We're moving on after breakfast.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, and I'll move the spell over, and
Now you need to
roll
do
for
your
my-
bloody thingy, prophecy, whatever it's called.
yeah, portent.
Bloody prophecy.
But you need
First,
to. I suggest you write this down, Ark, somewhere.
I did.
Write the fuck down.
Fuck off.
Bloody
Yeah.
prophecy.
Is there a place to
Do
write
you-
it?
do the Ouija board.
Yeah,
Get your
just,
Ouija board, bruh.
Yeah, just
Get your widget out.
Super.
Get there.
Here we go.
Alright, what you got? Let's see.
Write this down.
Right,
There'll be
5 and a
enemy rolls.
9.
I'd write. Where's
Three rolls
prophecy?
to give.
Have I got prophecy on here?
Out of the 5.
Portent is what you're looking for, James.
Portent.
Some prophecy.
Portent. Would you say it's important?
It's really
Yeah,
important.
She got a 9, and then I put a /5. There we go, and it's on your. So it's actually on your catch sheet.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
All right. Shh.
Stick to the river as you used to.
That was last.
That was last session. Yeah. I was... Right. So.
Orc, one quick favor so I don't burn your tent to the ground.
I love you.
Could you please cast prestidigitation on us and make us dry?
I need you. Oh, baby, I love you. I do.
I will use the magics and dry them off,
No
and
matter what you
freshen them up. And,
Oh, you just
How does
put
it
his hand
work?
over Eve's mouth.
Eve,
Just
that's a lovely song.
prestidigitation. So
Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
sings it?
Dracula.
How about we let them keep singing it?
Shut the fuck up, yeah?
I just got
Dracula.
Something about vampires or some shit.
I'm talking about blood.
Yeah, as soon as I get it drying everybody off, we'll head up.
I'm so dry. Oh my god.
Luckily, because prestidigitation is a cantrip, it effectively... You would have to be like bam, 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 because it's only a 1 foot cube, but it would be fairly quick to do.
I think yeah, he just lined us up in a row. And it's just like
Or just as it passing you by, just kind of, the water falls off and you're nice and fluffy dry.
Okay. All right.
There's Garrett's armor.
So about an hour later, you're on your way. So the rest of the journey is pretty uneventful.
I'm surprised there are no wolves.
Were
not.
active last night.
Well, there may have been. You just may have not seen them. So, you continue along the path of the old Slavic road, heading towards Vilecki.
Oh, Slavic Road. Oh, Slavic Road.
oh Slavic road, take me home.
To the place I belong.
Baliki
Slavic-
village.
Okay. Mate, if I get copyright striked, I'm going to
Oh,
come
by
around.
Slavic
Strike.
Road.
I'm going to come around and murder you all.
For singing a song.
You'd
Copyright
be
strike for
surprised.
singing a song.
Yes.
You'd be
All
surprised.
right. I
Oh,
got
That's
the
what they have
lie.
to
Slavic
and-
Road. Oh, Slavic
Dude,
Road.
if you're gonna get struck for something, why not go for the really good one? Like,
I'd rather not get
am
struck.
Iron Man.
All right.
Who's
So,
Iron Man?
we will take our final break.
Oh, our final break. That's sad.
So, we will be back in 10 minutes. Don't touch that up.
As much as you want to.